Well, good morning, guys. Welcome back to Poorboys Little Homestead. If this is your first time here, thanks for dropping in. Feel free to drop in anytime you feel, my friend. Guys, today, how many of you out there has got a vehicle that your headlights is done glazed over? I guess you want to call that glazed over. I don't know what you want to call it, but they done got where they just ain't bright at all, and it's because that plastic lens right there is glazed over. Well, they sell some stuff that you can work on these plastic lenses and buff that out. But I'm about to show y'all an old Indian trick that works just as good. Now, I've done this truck a couple of times, because even with that stuff you buy, when you do it, it ain't gonna last forever. It just does it, and several months later, maybe a year or two later, it's gonna do it again, because it's the sun and the plastic here is what's doing it. Now, if your lights has done this and it's something from the inside, this won't work, and the stuff you buy won't work because it's on the inside. But these are on the outside. But I'm going to show y'all an old Indian trick. And yes, my dad said all of his life he was 1/8 Indian, so I believe that makes me a 16th Indian. And when I was a little kid growing up playing cowboys and Indians, I always wanted to be the Indian. So I guess I got a little Indian in me. But what you do, you get you some mosquito spray. It don't matter if it's deep woods off, repel, as long as it got deep in it. This here says 40% deep. And when you start doing this, don't panic and say, oh, I have done messed up my light. Because when you start, it's going to look messy. You just got to keep spraying and keep rubbing. And I'm going to show y'all how you do it. Just spray it on there good. And it's best to keep it wiped off your paint down there, because that deep will start eating into that paint. I'll let it soak there just a moment. Wipe it off my other little spot over here in my hood. And then you go to work. And like I said, you don't panic, because it's going to start looking gummy looking. And you want to make sure you got plenty of old towels and rags. You don't want to use paper towel doing this neither. But spray you some more on there. As a reminder, keep it wiped off your paint, because it will start, that D to start taking that paint off. I don't know if any of you ever been in the woods hunting, using that deep woods off or something with that deed in it, and get it on your gun stock and scope, and it'll start taking the paint off your scope. That's that deep doing that. But you just do it again. And every time you doing it, it's taking another one of them little thin layers of that old film off. Now, I can promise you, you can buy a can of this mosquito off, do both headlights, and still have plenty of mosquito off to go hunting with for just a, what is I think it? Last time I bought a can of this, it was like $4 and something. I don't know how much that stuff's made for them headlights, but I tried it one time and it was way more work than this right here is. The brand I bought anyway. Kind of like the old karate movie, wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. You doing deep woods off. Won't have no mosquitoes around my headlight tonight neither. Now I'm gonna get y'all up there closer, and I hope the camera does it some justice to show y'all the difference in this. But that's what it looked like when I got done. And guys, I could do it one more time. And I probably am gonna hit it one more time with me a clean rag for the finish. But I've done this to this little truck, and I've done it to my wife's Nissan car. Now I did end up eventually putting new headlights in her car, because they had got so bad it was actually on the inside too. And like I said, once it's on the inside, you can't do nothing about that. But I'm gonna say that right there is about 100% better than it was. I'm gonna give y'all a close-up of the other one. I don't know if y'all can tell. I don't know what it's gonna look like on the camera. But by George, that's a lot of difference. Like I said, when you start, don't think you done messed up, because it starts getting gummy like. Just keep spraying and keep doing it, keep getting you a new rag. And it'll just keep getting it off. Now guys, the reason I said don't panic when you do this, because it's actually taking a thin layer of that plastic off. That plastic that sun's done messed up, this DEET's actually taking it off in a thin layer each time you spray it and rub. So that's why it can get a gummy feeling to it, but you just keep spraying and keep going until you get it smoothed back down. So now I'm going to work on the other side. Now, is that going to be as good as a new headlight? No, it ain't good as a new headlight, I guarantee you. But it'll make your old headlights way a lot brighter if you don't want to spend the money to get none. Now the first time I done this, I thought, oh man, I'm gonna have to buy new lights now, because I have just screwed that light up. But I just kept spraying and kept doing it, and it just kept getting better and better. And now I do this one often enough that it don't get gummy like it did. But if you've got a real bad headlight, you're gonna have to put more, do more times to keep eating that off. But if you do this about once every 6 months after you do it, it's real quick, like you seeing me what I'm doing right now. I say it every 6 months. I ain't done it 6 months ago. It's probably been getting it about once a year. And this here's a 2006 model truck. Think one more time. Like I said, I don't know what y'all can tell on camera. But that right there, my friend, made a world of difference. This one here is a little worse than that side over there. I'm gonna do it again, right there on the bottom. One more time. And you put a little pressure on it when you're doing it too. You gotta put some elbow grease into it. Push some pressure on there. to get that off. But I'm calling that good. But guys, I hope this little tip helps somebody out. Maybe you can't afford new headlights and your headlights is so bad you can't hardly see, because the first time I done it wasn't on neither one of these vehicles now, it was on another vehicle. My headlights, it done got so bad. When I got through doing this and turned my headlights on that first night driving, I'm like, man, I feel like I'm driving a new truck, new headlights. But like I said, now this ain't gonna compare to a brand new headlight. I ain't trying to sell you on that. I'm just trying to tell you that this here will clean your light up, and your light will be way brighter than it was your headlights. And then if you'll start doing that ever so often, instead of letting them get so bad again, it ain't as hard to work. But thanks for watching. God bless. Hope y'all have a great day. See y'all next time.